Hello all. I am going to discuss about Fourier series introduction. How to represent periodic signal in Fourier series. What are the important classes of transformation methods and what are the important classes of Fourier series? I am going to discuss now. We all know that a signal is said to be continuous time signal if it available for all instants of time. Example for a continuous time signal is a sinusoidal signal, either sine signal or cos signal. So a real time signal, physically existing signal, naturally available signal is always depends upon a time. That is, will represent a real time signal in the form of a time domain. Okay, but always the analysis will be done in frequency domain, because in a frequency domain the analysis is preferred because the complexity is very less, and it is more convenient to do the analysis when the signal is available in the frequency domain. So what are the methods we have to use to convert a signal from time domain to frequency domain? And those methods are known as Fourier series, Fourier transform and Laplace transform. Okay, so first, Fourier series, it is applicable to only periodic signal. Fourier series is applicable to only periodic signal, but not all periodic signals can be represented by Fourier series. So there are some conditions to be satisfied to represent a periodic signal in Fourier series. That conditions are known as Dirichlet conditions. Next, we are going to discuss what are the Dirichlet conditions. Okay, so we'll discuss about only the Fourier series. Actually, there are three methods to convert a signal in time domain to frequency domain. First method is Fourier series, second method Fourier transform, and third one is Laplace transform. Okay, now I am going to discuss only about a Fourier series. Now I am going to discuss how to represent a Fourier series signal, representation of Fourier series. So here the signals which are represented in terms of linear combination of orthogonal functions over a certain interval of time is known as Fourier series. Okay, it is applicable to only periodic signals, and the Fourier series is classified into three methods. Okay, so what are the three methods of representation of a Fourier series signal? Trigonometric form, next exponential form, third one is cosine form. So what is trigonometric form? Trigonometric form is nothing but the representation of a signal over a certain interval of time in terms of linear combination of orthogonal functions. If the orthogonal functions are trigonometric functions, then it is known as trigonometric form of Fourier series. What is exponential form? Exponential form Fourier series means the signals, the representation of a signals over a certain interval of time in terms of linear combination of orthogonal functions. If the orthogonal functions are exponential terms, then it is known as exponential form. If the orthogonal functions are trigonometric functions, then it is known as trigonometric Fourier series. Okay. Next, what about cosine function? What is cosine form? Cosine form means trigonometric means it is representation of a signal in terms of, or representation of a orthogonal function in terms of exponential function, then it is exponential form. If we are having the function, the trigonometric functions, if the orthogonal functions are in the form of trigonometric function, then it is trigonometric form. Cosine form is, it is having the cos term only. The expansion is having only the cos term, then it is known as cosine form. Okay, we are going to see these three forms very clearly. Okay, so here what are the Dirichlet conditions? So I already told you about these Dirichlet conditions. A signal, every periodic signal, the conditions under which the periodic signal can be represented by a Fourier series, that conditions are known as Dirichlet conditions. It means if we want to represent a period, if we want to represent periodic signal in Fourier series, then that periodic signal has to satisfy the conditions. What are the conditions? It has to satisfy the 4 conditions, and these 4 conditions are known as Dirichlet conditions. Dirichlet is nothing but a mathematician. After the mathematician, the Dirichlet is named for these conditions. Okay, so what are the conditions? The function x of t must be a single valued function. Next, it should have finite number of maximas and minimas. Okay, so the function is, I am having a function, for example a noise function or high frequency signal. Then the high frequency signal will have, it don't have finite number of maximas and minimas. Like this the signal is having, it is having some noise, it is having infinite number of maximas and minimas. Maximas and minima is nothing but maximum magnitude and minimum magnitude. A signal is having finite number of maximas and minimas, then we can represent that signal in a Fourier series. If a signal is represented with a single valued function, then also I can go for Dirichlet condition. I can go for representation of a signal in terms of Fourier series. Next, a function x of t has finite number of discontinuities. Next, a function x of t should be absolutely integrable over one period. If a signal is satisfying all these 4 conditions, that is nothing but Dirichlet conditions, then only that signal can be represented in Fourier series. Okay, so as we know that there are 3 types of Fourier series methods: trigonometric form, exponential form, and cosine form. Now we are going to discuss about, in the next session we are going to discuss about trigonometric form of Fourier series clearly. Okay, thank you.